Good day to all. In this particular video, we will look into the nervous system of frog. So initially talking about the parts of nervous system, it is divided into three parts. The first part is called as central nervous system, called as CNS. Second part is called as peripheral nervous system, called as PNS. And the third part is called as autonomic nervous system, ANS. These three CNS, PNS and ANS are further divided into two parts. So the CNS has the first part brain and the second part is spinal cord. Peripheral nervous system is divided into cranial nerves and spinal nerves. And the last autonomic nervous system, it is divided into parasympathetic nervous system and sympathetic nervous system. Now, if we talk about the CNS, the major part is the brain and the second part is the spinal cord. The same classification is shown here. So, first part brain and the second part is spinal cord. This particular classification is same what happens in human. Now, if we talk of brain, it is enclosed in cranium or brain box. So, there will be cranium which will be protecting the brain. If we talk about spinal cord, then it will be enclosed in vertebral column. Now, the parts of brain is divided into three parts. The first part is forebrain, the second part is midbrain, and the third part is hindbrain. The classification is similar to humans. Now, if we talk about forebrain, then it can be divided into three parts. The first part are the olfactory lobes. The word olfaction means smell, so olfactory lobes will be involved with the function of smelling. The second are the cerebral hemispheres. There will be right and left cerebral hemisphere. So we can say that these are paired and there will be unpaired diencephalon which will be present. After this, midbrain will have optic lobes. Optic lobes will help in vision. The third part is hindbrain. Hindbrain has two parts. The first part is cerebellum and the second part is medulla oblongata. Now, the last part of the brain, as we see, is hindbrain, and in hindbrain also medulla oblongata is the last part. So, this medulla oblongata will come out of aperture and the aperture is called as foramen magnum. When brain comes out of medulla oblongata by foramen magnum, we call it spinal cord and it will enter the vertebral column and will be protected. After the brain part, we come to the PNS, that is peripheral nervous system. So, peripheral nervous system has all the nerves which come out of brain and spinal cord. The nerves which come out of brain are called as cranial nerves and the nerves that come out spinal cord are called as spinal nerves. Talking about the number of cranial nerves, then 10 pair of cranial nerves will arise in the case of frog from brain. After this, if we talk about the sense organs, then frog has 5 different sense organs. For vision, there will be eyes. For hearing and equilibrium, there will be ears. For taste, there will be taste buds. Smelling will be by nasal epithelium, and for touch there will be sensory papillae. In these 5 different sense organs, if we talk about the eyes and the ears, then these are well developed structures in the case of frog. But if we talk about the rest three, that is taste buds, nasal epithelium and sensory papillae, then these are not well developed. These are just cellular aggregations which are present in the case of frog. So, cellular aggregations are there. If we talk about eyes, then eyes are the spherical structures. In the case of frog, there will be simple eyes. If we talk about the ears, then in ears, external ear is absent. So, ear is represented by tympanum, and if we see externally, we can very well see the tympanum. Ear will work as an organ of hearing as well as it will work as an organ of balancing or equilibrium.